I actually love the stylizing in the movie, but I think when it translates into figure form, which Hasbro executed perfectly, um, they just come off as, well, one, they kind of look bad, and then two, they come off as like cheap kids toys. For some reason, to me, they
And that's
don't look like toys that I collect. They look like the little 5 POA 12-month figures.
and that's one
And
of
especially if you look at the Spider-Man 2099,
mm-hmm.
look at Spider-Man 2099 for a second. Like, it just, I don't know, something about it looks like it's like a cheap toy.
All right. Welcome back to the Collecting Brothers. I'm John. This is Josh. Welcome back to our weekly Talking Toys, where we round up all the toy news that we can find. Sometimes we don't get it all, but we try our best.
Exciting week here. Exciting week.
Yeah, some good reveals, I think. And then some official announcements of some figures that we've been kind of seeing floating around already. But go ahead and get started then. But first up for our first reveal, or our first, I guess, topic is going to be Neca, of course. Here we have the Dungeons and Dragons 7-inch scale figure. This is the Strongheart. And this isn't movie, right? This is more of the, Dungeon D&D, like just from the games.
And I think that's an amazing thing, that kind of the movie's coming, but both companies are not stepping on each other's toes.
Yeah.
And like these are more like, game or like.
Yeah, I'm not exactly what.
It's like game based.
Right.
Like game
based
based
off the games.
Games,
right?
yeah.
Okay. So it's the actual D&D game, probably maybe from their manuals too, right?
Exactly.
But hold on, I got a cat over here trying to attack me. 1 second. All right. Well,
and it does make me appreciate, like, sometimes it makes me appreciate Mythic Legions more, I think. Not that Neca is doing a bad job, but
no, too different, right? Just like different levels of quality.
Yeah, and like these to me, they just look a little bit more clunkier, I would say. Like, especially the range of motion. I don't know if it's there or not.
It's probably not. It is a NECA figure.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a lot stiffer. Plastic's going to feel different. It's gonna be different. But this Strongheart does not look bad. Just a classic silver knight. He's got a blue cloth goods cape, so they are mixing it in here and there. But here's everything that he comes with: hammer, sword, dagger, shield, 3 sets of hands, and can't beat that.
I think it's $35, so it's like comparable to the Mythic Legions price. And I just wonder how well it'll scale, because I think it would look really good with your Mythic Legions. Like, this almost looks like a Mythic Legion sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely is leaning towards that for sure. All right, there's Strongheart. All right, and then next up, we talked about this guy back when they were doing some teases from conventions. But here was nice to get that full reveal. Here we have the 7-inch Ultimate Zarak. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Zarak. But yeah, no, just a little guy.
I'm a little guy. My hands are little, my feet are too small, my shoulders slope down. I'm a little guy.
Great. Okay, well, let's go.
Okay. Go.
And we were raving about him when we first saw him, but man, he looks good. And
yeah, I still love him. Just those bright colors. I love it.
Yeah, he's coming with a lot here. He's coming with some potions, swords, daggers. This is my favorite. He's coming with an alternate head where he's pelado. He's a bald little goblin guy. And I don't know. I love how they pose this one too. So this figure is just so cool. And he is a little smaller, this one might be a little easier to get into your Mythic Legions.
Definitely.
But yeah, here's everything he comes with, and he's just loaded. Got those 2 heads. Daggers. He's got a little hook, a little grappling hook,
a little potion.
Yeah, a little potion, and just 4 sets of hands. Really, really solid. I did want to throw in this little picture to see how he scales with his other friends.
Warduke,
Warduke and the Serpentor. I don't know what his actual name is, but but yeah, no, just a really cool little guy, Zarak. But yeah, all right, let's go ahead and move on next to Transformers. Here we have Autobot Grimlock. This is the Shattered Glass. I think it's where I don't know, it's like a different dimension.
Shattered Dimensions, yeah.
So, but honestly, digging these colors. This color palette is clean. Love the words. The majority is gray and black with that aqua green teal color, then the purple. So
Grimlock
good.
is a fan favorite. Everybody loves those five dinosaur robots. Like, who cannot love those five robot dinosaurs? But this makes me and this is going to be later class, so he's $55, so he's going to be big boy.
Mhm.
But this makes me think back to what we were talking about before, where I would love for them to do a Godzilla collab and have like Grimlock be Mecha Godzilla. How sick would that
Oh,
be,
dude,
right?
we're filling them out. Yes, we got
Yeah,
the
we're giving him ideas.
Transmetal Megatron,
The Transmetal Megatron as Ghidorah, just add two
Ghidorah,
extra heads.
Mecha Godzilla,
Grimlock,
Grimlock,
just like make him more mecha.
right?
Yeah.
And like add like
And you said
missiles
the Optimus
somewhere.
Primal Kong.
Kong.
Remember you said the Optimus Primal Kong?
We just need a
Dude, that
Godzilla.
would be such a sick collab.
I'm there for it. I show up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this one looks really good. Grimlock, yeah, fan favorite for sure. So good.
And this is slated for August 2023.
Okay, August 2023, right around the corner there. But yeah, looks good.
I know that's something I don't know. I feel like Transformers, they have pretty good scheduling compared to like I feel like GI Joe and Black Series. Like, I don't know if you've been listening to the news lately, but like the GI Joe Cover Girl, and the other guy in the wave, I can't remember his name, but they're like getting delayed. And like Black Series, they solicit things like more than a year out.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird how like different teams just vary so much.
it's probably just management, right?
Yeah, something.
Managers managing teams. But also coming up in the next week, April 4th, the Hasbro Pulse fan stream for Transformers. Excited to see what reveals we get. Get a whole
Use
episode.
some more Rise of Beasts, yeah.
Oh, dang. We'll see. Fill out the teams a little more.
Nice.
All right, let's jump over to Marvel Legends. And this stuff right here, this is the Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 Marvel Legend figures. And of course, everyone's kind of seen them. I'm pretty sure everyone has.
Yeah.
They're hitting Walmarts now, and people have been seeing them in hand and their different packaging. But IGN officially revealed all of this wave. Here we have Miles in his new updated suit. We're getting Peter B. Parker and his outfit for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
We're also getting a Gwen with updated head, shoes. Honestly, the hands are different. We've talked about this before, but they do look good. Here we're getting Spider-Man 2099. Looks good. The cape. Honestly, like one thing that I'm really excited for on all of these is just how unique the sculpting is. Just new, different sculpts. I mean, Spider-Punk here, just amazing. I love the detail that they're giving this line.
For me, I don't know. I'm kind of on the side where I don't like these toys. I don't like these action figures, and it's not the Hasbro team's fault. I just think it's the stylization.
Yes.
I actually love the stylizing in the movie, but I think when it translates into figure form, which Hasbro executed perfectly, they just come off as, well, one, they kind of look bad, and then two, they come off as like cheap kids toys. For some reason, to me, they don't look like toys that I collect. They look like the little 5 POA $12 figures. And especially if you look at the Spider-Man 2099. Look at the Spider-Man 2099 for a second. Like, it just, I don't know, something about it looks like it's like a cheap toy.
I agree with you, and that's what I think we were saying when they first looked at these, when these were first announced. We were like, that's a Marvel Legends, and like everyone was confused, and like, because they do have such a very different aesthetic. I think for Spider-Man 29 here, it's his shoulders. Like, that looks super weird, and
and the fact that there's no butterfly in it looks like the 5 POA type figures.
Simple things. But we'll keep going. Jessica Drew, alternate Spider-Woman here. Really cool, big old hair. I love it. And I think the one that's getting roasted the most is
it's nothing to do with Hasbro's team. It's just
that
movie.
That's how Spot's probably going to look in the movie, right?
Huh.
And it's just the way it is. So we'll see. But pinless, double joints. I don't know. I mean, outside of the aesthetic, I think they're clean. I honestly like the cartoonization in the figures. It's kind of cool.
And there would be no way around it, right? There was no other option. Like, you can't like make him more realistic. It just wouldn't work.
Because then it's not the movie figure.
Exactly.
All right, and then here we have these.
This is the one though that I'm all in for. Yeah.
This is the Cyborg Spider-Woman, 9 inches tall, so big deluxe figure. But it's going to be $58.99.
Worth it.
Now, hear me out on this. Amazing figure. Love the Mad Max vibe. Why wasn't this a Bath?
Who is the Bath? Nobody, huh? It's carded.
There was no Bath.
You son of a. No, you're right. Good call. Yeah. See, like that makes no sense why it's carded. The only reason why they carded it is so they didn't have to do a Bath because carded figures don't come with Baths.
Yeah.
It's just Hasbro being sleazy. But honestly, though, I don't think this could have fit in a Bath because I think this. Well, it's 9 inches tall, but it is 9 inches tall, but it's really thick. So I actually don't think it would fit that well, especially that gun. But maybe just have like a random character in the wave, like maybe Spot be the Build-A-Figure or Spider-Man. But you're right; there should have been a Build-A-Figure regardless.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting move, but yeah, Spider-Woman, yeah, just amazing, mean old figure, Gatling guns, spikes everywhere. Yeah, I'm excited to see this character in the movie too.
And you know, like the size of this makes you think of you. Like, hey, come on, Black Series should make that the fourth sister because it would be like about this size, you know, about this thickness.
Yeah.
So say that's 58. Yeah, we get it.
Fourth sister, one day, my dream. But looks really good. The detailing on the face, the chain, all the different coloring, paint apps. Love it.
Yeah, it's something about this one. It doesn't look as stylized, I think, just because it's like a big character. I don't know. This one, I think, just looks good to me out of all of them. The proportions, the
proportions are like
normal.
It makes sense. They're normal.
Yeah.
Whereas the Spot, you know, and 2029, you know, 29.
Yeah,
sorry.
I love this one the most out of the reveals today.
But there's our cyborg Spider-Woman. All right, and then another little thing. Again, we talked about this during the fan stream for Marvel Legends, but they've given us the full solicitation for the Iron Man Model 01, and really nice to get these pictures. Of course, always getting the 2 sets of hands, the regular blast off effects, and the new smoke ones, but this time in black. But honestly,
and this is slated for August 2023, and it's $28.
28. Man, those prices just keep going up. And no Bath. No Bath.
No Bath.
But just showing off the articulation here. This guy is mean. I love that he can get in these lower poses, that the torso moves. I think they really did a good job on the tooling of this figure to allow for these types of poses within the Iron Man. He's not as stiff, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's head over to Dungeons and Dragons. We got some cool things, and these are from the Golden Archive. These are from the movie Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. We just reviewed Holga from this line. Go ahead and check that out. We'll leave a link below. But we have Xanathar into the Displacer Beast. Xanathar, he reminds me, I feel like this guy's from Doom, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is from Doom.
Yeah. So we got Xanathar, big old tentacle eyeball ball. He even got a lip piercing. Dude, this guy's baller, dude.
Yeah, he's way cool. And this is due for August 1st release this year, and he's going to retail for $50.
Big is he? I didn't get a size on him.
So the size on him, they say he is. It says just 6-inch scale. Actually, it doesn't actually say in their description.
Okay.
But for $50, he better be big, and I do believe he's big, just because, you know, just like in the game, he's
right. Yeah,
he's larger than a human.
Got to be a monster, right? So
yeah,
Xanathar, and he comes with a little fishbowl. I'm not sure what the importance of that is, but I bet it's, you know, somewhat of importance, and a little gold pedestal, gold, you know, all this dosh out there, you know.
You see, Lemon Hope? It's not peeps, it's dosh.
Oh.
Greed lords eat dosh for food, and because we killed it, we get to keep it all.
And then next we have the Displacer Beast. This thing is mean looking, dude. Big old jaguar with 6 legs. Was this from Avatar? I thought this was an Avatar. I can't remember.
So what about this one? Run? Don't run? What?
Run! Definitely run!
honestly, you could make an avatar custom with 6-inch scale avatar. Yeah, that would work. That'd be sick. So the Displacer is due out later. It's due for October 1st of this year, and it's going to retail for $40.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think the way they got this, the paint apps, the scarring, the 6 legs, I think it looks cool.
Yeah, and to be honest, like with these new Dungeons and Dragons reveals from Hasbro, I'm all in. I just love the fact that just the fantasy aspect of it, and it's like finally a fantasy line that is done by Hasbro, because I do love Hasbro the way they do things. And so it's not Lord of the Rings, but
They're
at least
tooling,
it's something. At least it's something.
It's hard fantasy for sure, yeah. But but yeah, no, there's even like purples in his. I mean, maybe it's the lighting, but I'm seeing
I
like
believe there's
blues
purple and blues. Yeah, they're purple and pinks.
Looks good. But the Displacer Beast from Dungeons and Dragons, and we are also getting I'm pretty sure it's not a variant. It's just a different owl bear. Different.
Yes.
They got the molds. Why not? So it's probably the bear, the owl bear that Doric, the owl bear, fights. But looks good. Just that same owl bear.
Yeah, of course the head sculpt's new because this is a horn rim owl. It's not the snowy owl, and this owl bear is going to release in October as well, and it's going to be retailing for $45.
Okay.
So I kind of like that too, because these are very unique and different size characters, and they're kind of pricing this figures appropriately, right? So the biggest one, Xanathar, is $50. This Owlbear is $45, and the Displacer's $40.
So Xanathar is gonna be big.
He's gonna be big. Yeah, he's gonna be big.
He's gonna be big. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. Yeah, look at this meal.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man.
I do dig it. All right, and then next up we have. Oh, I don't know this dragon's name, but.
So yeah, this is dragon is actually in stores right now.
Okay.
This is just his name is Rakor, and he is good. He's cheaper. He is large. He is $33.99, but while it looks good and the sculpt is good, he's very limited in articulation, I would say, compared to the other beasts.
Yeah.
But it's still part of the Golden Archive line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
it's just a trade-off.
It's just a trade-off. Yeah, good or bad, it just depends on you and your budget. But I did see this in store, and it was a very large box. And with the wings, when you touch the wings, it's going to have a huge presence.
Right, like the wings only have one point of articulation, which is right at the body shoulder joint.
Yeah, and the legs, there's no even bends at the knees or anything. It's just swivels.
Necks.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, and it is only $33.99. So
right. It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right, and that's gonna do it for Dungeons and Dragons. Next up, we have Diamond
Select, baby.
Now, what is that? A Jaeger? What is this?
Yeah, so that's funny too. So IGN revealed this as well, and they were kind of saying even though the Pacific Rim series has been dead for a while, Diamond Select's keeping it alive. So this is a series 1. They're calling it series 1 lineup of basically they're calling this called the Special Ops Pacific Rim Uprising figures. So basically what they're doing is they're just re-releasing all the figures just with different decos and more kind of outlandish decos, I think.
Right, because this is Gypsy Avenger,
right? This is Obsidian Fury.
Oh, okay, so it's the one he fights. Okay.
Yeah, it's the black one. So before, this guy was just all black with a couple orange accents.
Right.
So it's just a repaint of Obsidian Fury. But honestly, the prices are not that bad. So these are due for fall of this year, and they're only going to be $30 for 9-inch tall figures with 16 points of articulation.
And honestly, this
is a good price.
Yeah, this Saber Athena, I have some of these, and honestly, the articulation's good. They're smooth, fluid. You can pose them as athletically as well.
Yeah, definitely.
$30. Yeah, this is a purple Saber Athena.
Exactly. Yeah, they're just doing repaints, just random colors.
It's interesting. I love those movies, and so to see these figures again,
and the fact that they're calling this the Special Ops Series 1, so they definitely have plans for more.
Oh man, make a Cherno Alpha, man. I'm here for it. And this is it's not.
This is Valor Omega. Yeah, they're all from Uprising, so they're not that familiar. Because
Valor Omega is not from Uprising. That must be from the Black.
Um,
from the animated show.
it doesn't mention that. It says they're all from Pacific Rim Uprising. And I do. This is he actually is Pacific Rim Uprising. I'm 100% sure.
Okay.
And because I have the original from the wave that they released, and before he was just like a tan color.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Valor Megas. These are all from Pacific Rim Uprising.
Okay.
So $30 each.
It's not bad.
And this is like they're calling this like the Jungle Ops.
Right. This is like camo.
Deco. Jungle Ops, yeah. Looks good.
What was Saber Athena? What were they calling hers?
Saber Athena was just Mark II Saber Athena.
Oh, okay.
And then Obsidian Fury was just energy dispersion armor.
Okay. Yeah, really cool to see that they're making those figures again for some reason.
I'll get them. $30, I'll get them.
Yeah, Series 1. We'll see what they go. All right. Let's go ahead and jump over to Star Wars, the Black Series. One little thing here from the Mando Mania or whatever they do from Mandalorian Mondays or something. We are getting a Pike Warrior or Pike Soldier, right?
Yeah, it's just a Pike army builder. And man, this is where Black Series shines and what it's all about. Getting, unique aliens. And especially this is an army builder.
And the Pike Syndicate's huge. They play a role in almost all the series.
Definitely. One thing I don't know, I didn't see it. Is the helmet removable at all?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so, right?
None of the photos
and I think
saw.
that's my biggest disappointment because we do see in the Mandalorian season 2 and in Book of Boba Fett them take off their masks and they have really cool alien heads, So just not to get that feature, I think, is a bummer.
Yeah. Maybe they'll do like a leader Pike,
True. Yeah, because the leaders were usually the ones without the masks. That's true.
Keep the soldiers with the masks.
Faceless, yeah.
But these look good. They look
I'm hyped, yeah.
It does get me excited. All right, and that'll do it for us. For Black Series, just one little Black Series figure there. And then let's go ahead and jump over to imports. First up, we have the SH Monster Arts Gamera, and we talked about him previously, but now we're getting the full solicitation, and he's looking mean. I feel like the colors, and again, it's probably the lighting. The colors just look a lot better, and I didn't notice, but before he has like a little, that teal, that aqua in his tummy.
Yeah.
I think that's
kind of Pacific Rim-esque, right?
Right. Well, yeah, Pacific Rim stole from them, right? But yeah, no, this looks great. August 2023 release.
And 33,000 JPY, that's like $120.
So 120. And he's big. I mean, he's big. I mean, here's his alt mode where he comes with his big old flippers, his flight stand. But Gamera,
I definitely like this. I like this one a lot. I'm definitely interested in this one.
Yeah. No, it's good. Looks good. So cool to get that full solicitation there. Next up, we have the SH Figure Arts Ella King.
Ella King, yeah.
I'm saying that right.
You are.
Okay. With a September 23 release. I don't know. Is this from? This looks like from Ultraman. I don't know where this is from.
So this is based on Ultraman 7. Ultraman 7.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Ultraman.
Okay. That's what I figured. But yeah, just one of the monsters he fights. So really cool that they're adding some figures to that. And
he's just like a random kaiju, and they said he
Yeah.
premiered like 55 years ago was his first appearance. So he's definitely like an old guy, but like this kind of looks like Oogie Boogie to me, like his little outfit.
You're joking. I can't believe my eyes. You're joking me. You gotta be. This can't be the right guy.
Right. But I do love the length of that tail.
Yeah, it's
In that back shot, that looks really nice, that picture with that tail.
I mean, he can wrap up some. Well, I guess that's the bendy wire, huh?
Yeah, I think that's the alternate piece.
Okay, bendy wire. Yeah, that's a different.
And then it's segmented, yeah.
It's like maybe like his alt mode where he gets beefed
Mhm.
up. He's all juiced out.
Sarazawa's got that lizard juiced.
And 9,000 yen, so probably like $80. So not that bad, not that
Not that
expensive
bad.
for Monster Arts, because Monster Arts usually run triple digits.
Yeah, they're big. They're bigger. All right, and then something that, man, really excited for this. This is the Cyclone, and reading the description, I'm assuming it's just the bike, right?
Exactly, it's just
like
the bike.
Yeah, it's like kind of how they did the Bulma bike, where you just get like different pieces so that you can fit your
Exactly.
figure that you already have to add on to it. This is a September 2023 release, but you were getting the cyclone bike from Shin Kamen Rider. You get alternate hands so that you can actually grip the brakes and the clutch, which is going to look sick. And alternate exhaust parts, and to get an SH Figure Arts bike, man, this is cool.
Yeah, it is really neat. And I think just, if you're not into Kamen Rider, this I feel like could work really cool with your Joes. Just like it's a futuristic kind of military grade bike or something like that would be cool.
Yeah. Storm Shadow, get Storm Shadow on it.
Yeah. And look, those guys, they know how to pose their figures.
And that Kamen Rider figure is amazing.
That was like a cosplay.
Yeah, that looks so good. They did the textiles so good on that one. All right, but it's saying 8,250 yen.
So $70.
Not bad for a bike. All right, and then last little bit here for our imports. Mayfex, man, I feel like when they announce their figures, you have to wait so long. Here, they're just giving us a picture.
Johnny Brick.
We're getting John Wick Chapter 4 Mayfex. We'll see. I bet they're going to knock it out of the park, right? They're going to do great on the face sculpt.
Yeah.
Goods. I'm excited to see it. I don't know if I'll pick it up personally, but I'm excited to see it and see what people get it. But yeah, all they gave us was a little coming soon.
Cool.
All right, and this is cool things we found around the internet.
All right. Next up, this is, of course, Maverick from Top Gun Maverick. And they're calling it the Maverick. So it's not from Top Gun, it's from the Maverick.
Right, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know this person, but he looks like a cool pilot. He looks like he's an ace pilot,
Yeah, it is 1/12 scale. It's from Ramen Toys. They're soliciting it as an early bird special right now for $70. But later on, once pre-orders close, then it will go for $100. So it's a big difference. Wow. $40 difference. $30. My bad. $30 difference. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's all we got. And honestly, it doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't look that bad. I agree. I like the helmet. That pilot helmets.
And it almost looks like it's a digital render. So I think this is still early pictures, and it probably will look better once they make it.
Right, once they get the coloring down.
Yeah, it looks kind of digital.
Okay, the Maverick.
The Maverick.
Next up from Fury Toys, who we got here?
So Fury Toys they also go by kind of 5K toys. You might be familiar with them. We kind of talked about them one time. They made these dinosaurs with fur soft goods, and they were $105. And so they were just kind of doing a live stream, and they showed these off. So that's why the pictures are kind of like a Russian spy took them, because they were just taken from a video screenshot. I screenshot them from the video. Yeah. So they are 1/12 scale, and they're calling this the Abyss Force. And this is wave 1, so it's their new line. But I don't know, I'm really loving these guys. These shark guys just look sick, right? Just the proportions, the articulation. I don't know. I'm all in. When these go up for sale, I'm definitely gonna pre-order these.
That's cool. All right. The Abyss, I'm assuming just deep fishes. We got a shark, a great white probably, and then we got a little hammerhead shark here.
Yep.
Not too bad. All right, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what 5K Fury Toys does with that. See what else they release for us. All right, and then for our last, we always end our shows with the one, the only Mythic Legions. Just a couple little things here, nothing new, but a good sign that the first wave of Cosmic Legions is almost in collectors' hands. Here we got the packaging that they were just talking about, how they were changing some things. They got the figures more centered. And one cool thing that I think is a really interesting aspect of what they're doing here is that they're putting the head sculpts on the side of the figure underneath their bio. I don't know. It's something different. Nothing, I don't know other companies that's done that, but just something cool that they're doing. Just throwing the little accessories on the side.
I think the thinking of it with me, from a collector standpoint, and I don't know if this was their intention, but from a collector standpoint, let's say I know a lot of collectors like to keep their packaging and then to put it in, and they do package from so you can't put the things back in.
Right.
So when you're putting these boxes in storage, you want to line them up side by side, so then you can use them also as a storage for their accessories while also kind of still displaying the accessories. And another thing, if you're familiar, if any guys have opened a Mythic Legion before, all the accessories were just thrown in a plastic bag and thrown at the bottom,
That's
and they
true.
were like wobbling around, you know.
Yeah.
So I think this prevents maybe also damage to maybe paint as well as that kind of adding an option for maybe people who keep their packaging.
And I think I was watching 1/6 Shooters live stream, the Mythic Lounge, and they were saying that they're moving away from the plastic baggie. Like the figures won't be coming with that anymore.
Yeah, I've never had an issue with like paint damage or anything like that, but maybe that because you know sometimes there's like spears and swords they're really sharp and they could rub up against each other. So it's just more secure this way.
Yeah, I love it. All right, but that's going to go ahead and do it for us. Thank you for tuning in to the weekly Talking Toys from the Collecting Brothers. Let's go ahead and mull over our pick of the weeks. I'm thinking maybe I go over to Entertainment Earth, use the code BROTHERS for 10% off your order for in-stock items. Doesn't get easier than that, friends. Just go ahead, type in BROTHERS, code BROTHERS. All right, Josh, what are you thinking? There's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
there's a lot of good stuff. So
I'm gonna have to go with the Owlbear.
Owlbear.
I'm all in on the Dungeons and Dragons line. Yeah, I'm very impressed with what Hasbro's doing with this Dungeons and Dragons line. So that Owlbear is definitely my pick. I just love that thing.
Well, it's nice also to get like a variation of it and not just a one-off, right? You can have a different version of that bear. All right. I don't know what my pick's gonna be.
You're gonna go with the Maverick.
The Maverick. No, I'm gonna go Spider-Woman, Cyborg Spider-Woman.
Yeah, that was my second choice. I was debating. That was my second one. We're in line. We're in sync. That figure's sick.
Yeah, the Mad Max. I love Mad Max, and so to get like just a Spider-Man Mad Max version and big, bulky. No, I'm excited for this one for sure. But yeah, all right. Cyborg Spider-Man is my pick of the week. Let us know down in the comments below your pick of the week, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.